Shalom, shalom, Baruch haba, B'Shem Yahweh, blessed is the one who comes in the name of Yah. My name is Uziyahu Ben Yehuda of BENEY YISRAEL TZEDAKAH EDAH. So today, what I want to get into, the Creator, Genesis chapter 1, or idolatry, Deuteronomy 4. All right? So let's get into it. Let me share my screen. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get into it. All right. All right. So this is Creator, Genesis chapter 1, or idolatry, Deuteronomy 4. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to read the scriptures. I'm going to read Genesis chapter 1 and Deuteronomy chapter 4. That's it. So Genesis Bereshit chapter 1, Creator. All right. So, and I'm using the scripture version. All right. So in the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. And the earth came to be formless and empty, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the spirit of Elohim was moving on the face of the waters. And Elohim said, let light come to be, and light came to be. And Elohim saw the light, that it was good. And Elohim separated the light from the darkness. And Elohim called the light day, and darkness he called night. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning the first day. Elohim said, let an expanse come to be in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. Elohim made the expanse and separate the waters which was under the expanse and the waters which was above the expanse, and it came to be so. Elohim called the expanse heavens. So you have the expanse as heavens, right? There came to be evening, there came to be morning the second day. But the first thing I want to say, in the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. So you have Elohim, then you have Elohim wherever he dwells. You have the heavens with a plural, then you have the earth. So you're going to see right here, we're letting it be known that Elohim is the creator of heaven and earth, not the universe, because the universe and all those things would be under heavens. It says in the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and earth. All right. All right. Verse 8 again, Elohim called the expanse heavens, and there came to be evening, there came to be morning the second day. And Elohim said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it came to be so. And Elohim called the dry land earth, and the collection of the waters he called seas. And Elohim saw that it was good. Right? But in verse 6, it says, let us separate the waters from the waters. In Hebrew, the word for water is mayim. The word for heaven in Hebrew is shamayim. So when you have the word for heavens, it has water in it. And when you have, of course, the word for regular water, it has mayim. So separate the waters from the water. So you have the heavens separating the waters from the water. So you have waters above the expanse, above the heavens, and you have waters below. So you have waters and dry earth below the expanse. That's earth. That's the seas. That's the earth. And you have the heavens. But then you have waters above it. All right. Okay. Elohim said, let the earth bring forth grass, the plant that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit, according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth, and it came to be so. And the earth brought forth grass, the plant that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. Elohim saw that it was good. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning the third day. Elohim said, let lights come to be in the expanse of the heavens, to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and appointed times, and for days and for years. Right? And let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens, to give light on the earth. And it came to be so. Elohim made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And Elohim set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. Elohim saw that it was good. There came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the fourth day. Elohim said, let the waters teem with shoals of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth on the face of the expanse of the heavens, right? Elohim created great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters teem, according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And Elohim saw that it was good. Elohim blessed them, saying, bear fruit and increase. So as we're seeing that the blessing was bear fruit and increase and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth. So bearing fruit and increasing and filling, you see that connected to blessing, the increase. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the fifth day. There's no sin on earth right now, so it's no problem of people increasing and filling and bearing fruit and being fruitful and multiplying. Elohim said, let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, livestock and creeping creatures and beasts of the earth according to its kind, and it came to be so. Elohim made the beasts of the earth according to its kind, livestock according to its kind, and all that creep on the earth according to its kind. And Elohim saw that it was good. Okay. Elohim said, 26, Elohim said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them rule. Right? So we're made and man is made in the image and likeness of Elohim. And they were given power. Let them rule over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over all the creeping creatures that creep on the earth. Elohim created the man in his image. In the image of Elohim, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And then again, Elohim blessed them, and Elohim said to them, bear fruit and increase, and fill the earth and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over all the creatures moving on the earth. So as we see, not just for the animals, as we see the first blessing, it's a blessing for man and woman to bear fruit, increase, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it. And man and woman, we were supposed to rule over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and over all the creatures moving on the earth. It was a us thing. I don't see anyone subservient right now. It says mankind, us, man and woman. We were supposed to be ruling, and we were supposed to increase. Elohim says, see, I have given you every plant that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it is for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to every creeping thing on earth in which there is life. Every green plant is for food. And it came to be so. Elohim saw that he had made, and see, it was very good. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the sixth day. All right. So that's the creator letting you know he created the heavens and the earth. He created man, woman. He created the creatures in the sea and land and in air, right? Elohim created all this stuff. Now let's look at the opposite. So we give Elohim the credit. He's the creator. We give him the credit, right? We worship him. Here's the opposite. This is idolatry, which is the total opposite. All right, Deuteronomy 4. And now, O YISRAEL, listen to the laws and the right rulings which I am teaching you to do, so that you live. You know what? Before I start this, in Genesis chapter 1, it lets you know that Elohim created the heavens and the earth, right? He created man. He created woman. He created the sea animals, the birds, the land animals, and creeping things. You're going to see later on in life, you're going to see later on in different nations and different cultures and different beliefs, they worship man. They worship woman. They worship the grass. They worship the trees. They worship sea animals, land animals, birds, and creeping things, beetles, all type of stuff. You're going to see the contrast. That's what the paganism is. That's what they got animal type worship. But in Genesis 1, the first chapter lets us know who the creator is. And here, this is the total opposite. Check this out. Now he's talking to Israel. And now, O Israel, listen to the laws and the right rulers, which I am teaching you to do, so that you live and shall go in and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers is giving you. Do not add to the word which I command you, and do not take away from it, so as to guard the commands of Yahweh your Elohim, which I am commanding you. Your eyes have seen what Yahweh did to Baal Peor, for Yahweh your Elohim has destroyed from your midst all the men who follow Baal Peor. But you who are clinging to Yahweh your Elohim are alive today, every one of you. See, I have taught you laws and right rulers as Yahweh my Elohim commanded me, to do thus in the land which you go to possess. And you shall guard and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding before the eyes of the people who hear all these laws, and they shall say, only a wise and understanding people is this great nation. Remember, it's not a religion, it's a nation. We are BENEY YISRAEL, the children or the sons of Yisrael, right? BENEY YISRAEL. 7, for what great nation is there which has Elohim so near to it, right, as Yahweh Elohim is to us, whenever we call on him. So we call on his name. That's important too. We are Shemitic, but the root word of Shemitic is Shem, and the meaning of Shem means name. All right. And what great nation is there that has such laws and righteous rulings like all this Torah, which I set before you this day? Only guard yourself and guard your life diligently, lest you forget the words your eyes have seen, and lest they turn aside from your heart all the days of your life. And you shall make them known to your children and your grandchildren. The day when you stood before Yahweh your Elohim in Horeb, Yahweh said to me, assemble the people to me, and I make them hear my words, so that they learn to fear me all the days they live on earth, and teach them to their children. All right. It says, and you came near and stood at the foot of the mountain, right? Mount Sinai, Mount Musa, Mount Jabal el-Lawz in Saudi Arabia, right? And the mountain burnt with fire to the heart of the heavens, darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. Yahweh spoke to you out of the midst of the fire. You heard a voice of words, but you saw no form. You only heard a voice. So here is where it gets important. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 12. And Yahweh spoke to you out of the midst of the fire. You heard a voice of words, but saw no form. You only heard a voice. Always ask a person, for those who create, they create things, create the spirit. And it says that the spirit is wind, the spirit is invisible. Create it. You won't be able to create it. For all my artists, draw the wind, draw spirit that's invisible. You won't really have a face. You see what I'm saying? All right. 12. And Yahweh spoke to you out of the midst of the fire. You heard a voice of words, but saw no form. You only heard a voice. And he made known to you his covenant, which he commanded you to do. The 10 words, and he wrote them on 2 tablets of stone. Now, in the ancient world, people always talk about stuff carved in the walls and carved in stone. We also had things engraved and carved in stone too. It was in 2 tablets that we was able to portably take with us. That's the difference. But we had stuff written in stone as well. But the 2 tablets broke, and these 2 tablets was first constructed by the Creator. Then he broke it because his anger of Israel being idolatry, worshiping other gods. So then he had to write again. Yahweh commanded me at that time to teach you laws and right rulers, for you to do them in the land which you pass over to possess. Therefore, diligently guard yourself, for you saw no form when Yahweh spoke to you at Horeb out of the midst of the fire. Here's the one: at least you shall do corruptly, and shall make for yourself a what? A carved image. Right? I told you. I want you to carve something, make something, draw the spirit, carve the spirit, make something that's invisible. And not only that, we be drawing stuff, making stuff as man and woman. Because remember, he was said, we was made in the likeness and image of Elohim, male and female created he them. I think that's why people worship. I think that's why people probably worship male and female, because they think, well, he said male and female is made in his likeness and image. So if I worship male and female, you know what I'm saying? 17, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, or the likeness of any winged bird that flies in the heavens, the likeness of any creature that creeps on the ground, or the likeness of any fish that is in the water under the earth. Unless you lift up your eyes to the heavens, and shall see the sun and the moon and the stars, all the hosts of heaven, you shall be drawn away into bowing down to them and serving them, which Yahweh your Elohim has allotted to all the peoples under the heavens. So remember, Yah created the great lights. He created these things as signs and to give light, you know what I'm saying? And to give light on the earth, you know what I'm saying? So that shows you right there that people are bowing down. Because, you know, when people start talking metaphysical, they start talking a certain way. They start talking about this constellation. They start talking about this planet. They start talking about the stars colliding, aligning. They start talking about planets alignment. They start talking about energy from different, they just talk on so many different things. You know what I'm saying? And so, so he said, at least you lift up your eyes to the heaven and shall see the sun and the moon and the stars, all the host of heavens, and you will be drawn away into bowing down to them and serving them, which Yahweh, your Elohim, has allotted to all the peoples under the heavens. So that's for everybody else. That's not for us. But Yahweh has taken you and brought you out of the iron furnace of Egypt, of Mitzrayim, to be his people and inheritance as it is today. And if you look at the Egyptian religious structure and system, you'll see that they will worship all these different things. You know, man, woman, beast on the earth, winged birds, you know, creeping creatures, the host of heavens, and you have other nations and cultures that do the same thing. Some people say that Egypt kind of gave culture to the Greeks and the Romans, so they also have similar type of gods. They just have it in a Eurocentric flavor. All right. And Yahweh was enraged with me because of your words and swore that I would not pass over the Jordan, and that I would not enter the good land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you as an inheritance. For I am to die in this land. I am not passing over the Jordan, but you are passing over. You know, Hebrew passing over, and shall possess that good land. Guard yourselves, lest you forget the covenant of Yahweh your Elohim. See, forgetting the covenant which he made with you, and shall make for yourselves a carved image in the form of whatever Yahweh your Elohim has forbidden you. Right? Yahweh your Elohim is a consuming fire, a jealous El. When you bring forth children and grandchildren, and shall grow old in the land, you shall do corruptly, and make a carved image in the form of whatever, and shall do what is evil in the eyes of Yahweh your Elohim to provoke him. So we're provoking Yah. I shall call the heavens and earth to witness against you on that day, that you soon completely perish from the land which you pass over the Jordan to possess. You do not prolong your days in it, but are completely destroyed. And Yahweh shall scatter you among the peoples. You shall be left few in number among the Gentiles, which Yahweh drives you. And there you shall serve other Elohim, or mighty ones, or other gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear nor eat or smell. But from there you shall seek Yahweh your Elohim, and shall find when you search for him with all your heart and with all your being, and in your distress, with all these words shall come upon you in the latter days. Then you shall return to Yahweh your Elohim and shall obey his voice. It says, for Yahweh your Elohim is a compassionate El. He does not forsake you, nor destroy you, nor forget the covenant of your fathers, which he swore to them. For ask now of the days that are past, which were before you, since the day that Elohim created man on the earth, and ask from one end of the heavens to the other end of the heavens, whether there should be a word as great as this, or has been heard like it. Has the people heard the voice of Elohim speaking out of the midst of the fire, as you have heard and live? Or as Elohim tried to go and take for himself a nation from the midst of a nation by trials and by signs and by wonders and by battle and by a strong hand and an outstretched arm and by great fearsome deeds according to all that Yahweh your Elohim did for you in Mitzrayim before your eyes. You have shown it to know that Yahweh himself is Elohim. There is no one besides him. From the heavens, he let you hear his voice to instruct you. And on earth, he showed you his great fire. And you heard his words out of the midst of the fire. And because he loved your fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them. He brought you out of Mitzrayim with his presence, with his great power, to drive out from before you nations greater and stronger than you. We was the weakest link. To bring you in, to give you their land as an inheritance, as it is today. And you shall know today, you shall recall to your heart, the Yahweh himself is Elohim in the heavens above and on the earth beneath. There is none else. You shall guard his laws and his commands, which I command you today, so that it is well with you and with your children after you, so that you prolong your days on the soil which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you for all time. All right. Check this out. It says, then Moshe separated 3 cities beyond the Jordan toward the rising of the sun, for him who killed someone to flee there. He who kills his neighbor unintentionally without having hated him in time past, and might flee to one of these cities and live. Betzer in the wilderness, in the level land for the Reubenites, and Ramoth and Gilad for the Gadites, and Golan and Bashan for the Menashites. And this is the Torah which Moshe set before the children of YISRAEL, right? Children of YISRAEL, BENEY Israel. That's who we are. That's who we're called, right? These are the witnesses and laws and the right rulings which Moshe spoke to the children of YISRAEL, or BENEY Israel, after they came out of Mitzrayim, beyond the Jordan, in the valley opposite, Beit Peor, in the land of Shihon, sovereign of the Amorites, who dwelt at Heshbon, whom Moshe and BENEY Israel, children of Israel, had smitten after they came out of Mitzrayim. And they took possession of his land and the land of Og, sovereign of Bashan, 2 sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, toward the rising of the sun, from Aroer, which is on the bank of the Wadi Arnon, even to Mount Sion, which is Hermon, and all the desert plain beyond the Jordan, as far as the sea of the Arabah, below the slopes of Pisgah. Now, here's my whole point. Genesis chapter 1, we'll talk to you about the Creator, how he created the heavens and the earth. He created all things. He created the heavens and the earth, man and woman, the sea creatures, land creatures, flying creatures, and creepy creatures, right? On the flip side, Deuteronomy 4 is showing you the idolatry, how people are worshiping the sun, moon, and the stars, the host of heavens, the earth, the man, the woman, sea animals, land animals, flying animals, and creeping things. But that's not Zedekiah. Zedekiah is righteousness, us following the law. So I pray that this helped you. I just wanted to read the scripture because a lot of the time people hop and skip around. I wanted to try Genesis 1 and find something that connect with that. I'm going to try to go through the scriptures. Okay? So again, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BENEY Israel, AASH TZEDAKAH EDAH. Smash the like button, comment, hit the notification, right? BENEY Israel means, so BENEY Israel means children of Israel. AASH means Afro-Asiatic Shemitic Hebrew. Zedekiah means righteousness. EDAH means like assembly or congregation. So let me stop sharing. All right. So I just want to say, may Yah bless you. May Yah keep you. May he shine his face upon you and give you peace. Shalom, shalom.